listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
Welcome. Hell, what are we doing? All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday in the UK, July 16, 2022. How the hell are you?
The astronomical data.
We did it. We made it to the finish line. Saturday. What a week, huh? Man, I'm beat. That was a good week. Good week. Yeah, a lot of good things happening. No? Well, this new proposed congressional language might change the way we see UFOs. Ufology. Everything might change overnight. I don't think I've been this excited since... That's a Star Wars reference. Never mind. I haven't felt this since... It's Obi-Wan! So welcome to the show, my Saturday in the UK folks. A lot of support coming in from the UK. I love you guys. I can't believe 20% of the listeners listen live from the UK. That's a big chunk, considering the United States is 78%, and the rest of the world is 2%. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. You guys really rock. Now Canada comes in pretty close to the UK. I think it's pretty much even between you guys, just by a few hundredths of a tenths of a percentage point, whatever. But yeah, I want to talk about that new language that we might see from the government that could open up Pandora's box to all of the UFO secrets. It could. All we need is one, just one great piece of evidence that proves it either way. No, that's man-made. No, that's not man-made. That's all I want. That's all we ask for. And after that, you could tell us anything else you want. I want to die knowing that either aliens are here, have been here, or are coming here. That's all I want to know. I'll be happy with that. Wouldn't you? I think that would be really amazing if our government can open up some sort of Pandora's box just with language alone. Now, the timing of everything is really interesting to me, and that's what we're going to go over. Why now? Why now? Especially in the last couple of years. Why now? Why all of the hype about UFOs and aliens in mainstream media, which, by the way, has dwindled significantly the last year, since June 25th of last year. But anyway, we're here Saturday in the UK. We got a lot to go over. That and a lot more news around the UFO community. Roll call, everybody. Hey, Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. AZ Man, welcome to the show. Rebecca Wiles, welcome to the show, my dear. Stuart Bodwell, how you doing? Good to see you. Dan Bub, good to see you too. Welcome to the show. Stuart, welcome to the show. Marie Jose Sproul, Josie, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Chris, I know. Welcome to the show. Who's this guy? Easy_021 with a $5 super dono. What is a dono, you ask? Well, it's a donation, but no comment, no sticker. It's pure love. And the first one of the day. That's the first one of the day. So you get one of these. You are a continuing supporter of Goof On too, and I appreciate that. Thank you, easy_easy. For that, thank you for the gush. Mucho gusto, generoso. Tough. That was a tough one. But thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Randy's here. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Carlin! Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Gyro's here. Welcome to the show. Gorilla Gamers here. Good. Welcome to the show. And there is the critter. Alien critter. Welcome to this show. Goob! What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Melinda Pavlov. Welcome to the show. I like your last name. Budokan. What's up, man? That's a I would love to name my new show that, Budokan. It's a great name for a show too. Well, welcome to this show. Born to Fly. Welcome to the show. I wish I did. I wish I could. I wish I had two wings. XDVX. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. And let's get this Saturday in the UK shindig rolling. What are we doing? Hey, David Wilcox, welcome to the show, man. What are we doing? Frankie B? Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm just seeing people coming in through the front door. Tic-tac-toe, Paula Faust. William Carnundrum's here. Good to see you, man. Glad to see you, actually. Everything's going good. Gary Henninger. What's up, Gary? Good to see you. I think I said hello, but what the hell? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. And Jeff Garvey. All right. Mind blown over UAPs. Welcome to the show, too. Brian. All right. I can't stop not saying, well, it's Saturday, so I like to give them the special attention the UK deserves. Do not let Canadians outdo you. Then I'll have to do a show for the UK, the CAs. It's Saturday for the CAs. No, don't make them beat you out. But what are we doing? right? This field is as we talk about all the time. Sometimes I feel that all I do is talk about negative stuff, right? Negative. I feel that the intentions I bring are the details that could hurt us. By God, I'm sounding like Kamala Harris. Right? Don't you think if I really wanted to talk like Kamala, we can see with our own eyes. We have two eyes to see everything. And without these eyes, we wouldn't see anything. So open your eyes, both of them. You can use both of your eyes. I know. It's crazy. Watch. Oh, half the information. Half the information. Oh, I got it all now. Both of them. That's a Kamala Harris talk right there. Anywho, be that as it may, she wouldn't be wrong if she gave you that speech when it's coming to ufology. I do feel like we don't have our eyes open all the time. I feel like I'm not being negative. I'm just being informative about the things that can hurt you. And it comes across as this guy's always talking about the negative. Can't he talk about something positive? Who wants to hear something? We do, don't we? We talk about the positive all the time. I'm just telling you from my perspective, being the guy saying all this stuff, sometimes I feel like people get it the wrong way. It's just information. I don't make it up. I'm just telling you what's out there. So don't kill the messenger. You may not like the delivery. But hey, not everybody's doing it. Not everybody's telling you what you need to know. So, yeah, with that being said, there's a lot of good stuff we can see lately. Couple of good things. Yesterday, last night, this morning, however you want to put it. No, it was yesterday. That's right. It wasn't at 4 in the morning. Third Phase of Moon had their interview with Tim Burchett. We will listen to a little more of that today because it was really good. I didn't realize they talked for that long. That was a long interview. I think one of the longest I've ever seen Tim Burchett go for. What a good guy. And another thing is what I want to talk about today as our main focal point of the show, this new language that we're hearing, congressional language that we're reading, which has been featured within the latest versions of the National Defense Authorization Act, and also the, what is the other one? Intelligence Authorization Act, I believe. Let me pull it up. Well, they're on course to open Pandora's box from the article I was reading. And that box is government and contractor UFO secrets, which, by the way, they slammed that shit shut back in 1947. Now I got it up here. So getting to this moment has not been straightforward, though. Frustrated by obfuscation, Congress's hand has been forced to escalate efforts. Speaking to Liberation Times, this is interesting to me. Lou Elizondo, the former director of the Pentagon's previous UAP investigation named ATIP, attributed bipartisan efforts, and Christopher Mellon, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, as major factors behind new congressional language. Positive. I believe Lou did have some sort of hand in this. Congratulations to that. One source told the Liberation Times, behind closed doors, lawmakers have met with current and former government insiders who have provided multi-source and verifiable information that has shaped the language we are seeing today. So you can't, Lou Elizondo, you can't just erase everything from 2003 and all the way back to whenever. You can't erase history. You can't just start in 2004. Now you see why. Very hypocritical, but we have formed the language over the years and decades of research, trial and error, and brain power to come up with the language we're using today. That's not because of Lou. Lou just helped get it into Congress a little quicker, I think, you know. But other than that, Lou didn't do it. He was just there at the right time to, you know what I mean? Notably, something appears to have escaped Pandora's box, they say, forcing politicians to contemplate the repercussions of a moment akin to the Church Commission of 75. Decisions of what and when to reveal to the public will be at the discretion of Congress, the executive branch, international allies and partners, and will mean existing political agendas will be turned upside down. But look at all of the people you have to get to go along with this. This isn't just the United States. If you are going to open the box called Pandora, you can't just do it without talking to all the other countries. Do you know what that would mean? That means you are, wow, if the U.S. just did that without telling them, that would be like unveiling a new weapon, I would think. They would think that. And if they revealed they have this technology, you and I and our government would be thinking, they've weaponized that shit already, I bet. And now they're telling us about it? No. They've had this for a long time. Well, once you open up Pandora's box, do you hear that? What the? What time was this? 5:22. That was so bizarre. It was like a digital flute. It went, and I can't do it. I just can't make the sound. But it was in here. It was in here. That was bizarre. But if you open up, you can't be a little pregnant. Pandora's box is like that. You either open it up all the way or you don't open it up at all. That's the problem with this whole thing. You just can't open up a piece. Once you open up a piece, you now open up another reality of questioning. Why did you hide this from us? What is the real secret? Now what are you hiding? What else is this real? Did that really happen? Is this guy telling the truth? Who gave you permission? You have to have a unification of all the heads of state all over the country, all over the world, to be in a unison agreement of opening up Pandora's box, aka alien disclosure. So, those decisions of what and when to reveal to the public will be at the discretion of Congress, the executive branch, international allies and partners, aka private, secret. All right. Now you understand. So they're being a little hypocritical because you just can't create the language and start speaking in these tongues without the permission of everybody else. You're going to create a lot of problems for yourself and those attached to you. So before you start talking about releasing the alien information to the public, we all need to know is what we're saying here. Everybody's going to know if and when it's going to happen. It won't be a secret. Anyway, despite the bullish atmosphere, the next bullet point here, surrounding the new language, concerns remain regarding the potential future role of the Office of the Under Secretary of Defense for Intelligence. excuse me, this coffee, it goes through me, it gives me agita. Despite the bullish atmosphere surrounding the new language, concerns remain regarding the potential future role of the OUSDINS, which was home to Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group, the AOIMSG. Sources believe the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA, would be a more effective option for heading a UAP office. Yeah, I agree with that. But I hate it. But who would you rather be in control of UFOs and aliens being in our airspace than the Defense Intelligence Agency? Liberation Times can now also confirm through various sources that Elizondo is a contractor, and get this, for the Space Force. Lou Elizondo is a contractor for the Space Force. So now we've got that. Listen to this. You've got NASA throwing in their hat to search for aliens. You have the Galileo Project, Avi Globe, as I like to call him now, Avi Globe, and his Galileo Project. You have UAPX, who knows what the hell they're doing, working at Skinwalker, I don't know. They're doing all sorts of stuff. But nonetheless, they are out there in this world, high on the food chain as far as researching goes, right? All those thousands of dollars of equipment, the most stuff you and I will never use in our research or be able to afford to use. And they can't use it properly. I just love watching those guys work. Douglas McCann, a $5 super chat. Thank you. Question. Why does everyone in this field have to be on one side or another? They exist. They don't exist. Why can't people admit they do not know? Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you this. Depending on who you talk to. You're saying everyone in this, why do we pick a side? I don't think I do. But I think, I don't know. Wow, it's tough. I don't know if they exist. I know that something exists. There's something going on, but for some reason, we just never get good enough evidence. It makes you crazy. I mean, you're going to see things on video and be like, yeah, that could be this, it could be that. Right. We never get the object where we say, oh, crap, that has to be real. This is real. I don't see that ever. Ever. And that's what scares me, Mr. McCann. It scares me a lot because I believe something's here. You have people who are abducted. You have people who've said they've seen aliens, people who have seen UFOs, supposed whistleblowers who never have any proof, and it's always shady. There's always some agenda at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think we see people saying they don't know more than ever. But you're right. And I think once you commit, it's hard to change back. For them. For me, if I said aliens don't exist, and I'm real strong about that, there was a time where I said I don't believe it. I just don't. And then I started thinking about abductees, and then I had my own strange dreams, which I'm not calling them visitations or anything. But Mr. McCann, for what it's worth, everything out there nowadays, it's a personal journey, and nobody can convince anybody of anything. But once you commit, a lot of people don't have the pride. They let their ego get in the way, and they can't switch back. So that's what it comes down to. They're afraid their friends are going to hate them, or they're afraid that they're going to look like they're wishy-washy instead of just being true to yourself. And people can see that when you're true to yourself. So, guys, pick a side if you want. Say you don't know, which is fine. Nobody knows. We don't have any proof to say either way. We have a lot of stories and shady video and shady people and real people. That the thing is, with the real people, you never get the evidence. You never do. With the government, at least they give you FLIR video. They give you something to look at. It may not be what they're talking about. Yeah, there's a whole fleet of them over there. We're just going to show the world the one. But there's a whole fleet over there on the ASA. Forget about that. We got this guy. That didn't make sense to me either. Thank you, Douglas McCann. $5 super chat. I believe that's your first one to goof on. And I want to thank you very much in a special way. This is it, Douglas McCann, your $5 super chat video. We thank you for it, and good! All over the seriousness of this topic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, Dr. Z, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm an asshole. Hey, I guess you didn't read the email. Bafangul, huh? Hey, is that this guy? He thinks when I called him a snap-ahead that I was being mean. Hey, Dr. Z, why do you gotta be that way? Call me an asshole in front of the family? Well, if I'm the asshole, you're the whole ass. And I'm not the only one who said you were Felicia. It's just amazing that Felicia's gone, and 24 hours later, Dr. Z shows up after he was missing for a couple of months. I tried sending him an email. Obviously, he didn't read it. Now he's coming in here creating problems. So you know what to do. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye. It's okay. Nobody's going to block you. Anyway, back to things that are real in this world, except for fake people. So it is what it is. You got to believe what you got to believe. And nobody's going to change my mind because I don't know what to believe anymore. But if we can get a little bit of that Pandora's box open, we just need to look inside. That's it. That's it. And once we take a look inside, the rest will take care of itself. It's just, they can't do it. That's why I always say, if disclosure is going to happen, it is going to have to happen in a way that the whole world is on the same page at the same time. You know? That's what it's going to have to be. And I think, I go back 2 years ago when we talked about it here one night, and I said, hey, if they could broadcast on television worldwide at the same time, like there's a universal time, New York, it could be midnight, in Australia, it'd be 14 hours later. Whatever. And, whatever time zone you're in, that's when it starts. And we just start a 24/7 channel. That's what they would do. That's what they should do. Have a channel somewhere 24/7 answering questions from the public. if aliens were on their way, or we were going to introduce them to the public, or we found out what they are, where they are, who they are, put it on TV worldwide at the same time. That's the only way to do it. That's the only way. This way there's no confusion. Everybody's getting the same message, and we can prepare for whatever may happen. And maybe they will never get here. Maybe they're on their way and it's going to be another 400 years before they get here. Who knows? You know? But if they could say, hey, this is all the information we found out. 1947, 2 UFOs crashed in. We don't know how it happened, but apparently it was some sort of electronic failure inside their ship. We gathered the information. One of the aliens survived. He told us some things before he died. We actually accessed a lot of their data and recovered some information about them. Now, there was a distress signal that was put out when the craft hit another craft, and there's a rescue coming for them. But now that they're all dead, we don't know what they're going to think when they get here. We don't know how to communicate yet. We spent the past, 75 years trying to figure out their language. The only thing we have is exclamation point. That's all we got. I don't know, man, but that would have to be put out there. You know, we figured out, I know I'm joking, but of course they would have had to figure out more if they can figure out how to read their stuff. But maybe they're on their way, and we tell the public that, and they're loving aliens, they're planeting, being engulfed by their sun, and they're looking for a place to live underground. That's why they live underwater and underground. And believe it or not, they don't live in the water. They live under the ocean. How'd they build all that? Well, excitement may soon turn into soberness. We may be living through historic seconds, minutes, hours, days, and months, all of which may be remembered for millennia. Since 47, Pandora's box has been slammed shut. Secrets have been put away. Secrets concealed from the world for decades. Secrets invisible, even to Congress. Secrets which are starting to smell like rotten fruit. Those secrets have now collided with democratic oversight, a vital component of any functioning democracy. The Senate's proposed language, supported by the House amendment, which has now passed, the Gallego and Gallagher thing, provides the keys to unlocking those secrets. Yes, but we're not, and we'll never get top secret information. Why do we keep thinking this and saying it? Getting to this moment has not been straightforward, though, frustrated by obfuscation. I already said all this. And behind the scenes, there has been a concerted effort by proponents of the UAP issue involving personnel from the intelligence community, the Department of Defense, and Congress. Insiders react to new congressional language. Lou Elizondo, the former director of the Pentagon's previous UAP investigation, ATIP, attributed bipartisan efforts. And Christopher Mellon, Elizondo, who Liberation Times can now confirm is the contractor for the Space Force, commented, the congressional language you see was made a reality in large part due to the tireless effort of one man, Christopher Mellon. Furthermore, we are also grateful for the courage and tenacity of key people in both the Senate and the House of Representatives and their staff. This is truly another historic moment for our nation and proof that Ronald Reagan was right, and that this topic could actually help unite us and not divide us. Funny, I remember Lou saying he wanted to tear down ufology and start it over again with smart people. And then he continues on, a case in point is the bipartisan way, these bills have been coordinated among party members who normally don't agree on very much, but in this case have decided to tackle one of the most controversial and historically challenging topics together. This is a proud moment for our country, and I encourage leaders of our other nations to follow suit. Yeah. You hear it in the intro of the show, Ronald Reagan. Right? Yeah. Here it is.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
All right. Yep. Notably, something appears to have escaped Pandora's box, forcing politicians to contemplate the repercussions of a moment akin to the Church Commission of 75, which we said earlier in this. If proven, because in 75, U.S. government reforms were prompted by abuses of power from U.S. intelligence agencies, leading to what? Such operations like what? MK Ultra. I don't know, but involving the drugging and torture of U.S. citizens is part of ufology. I don't want any part of it. Capiche? It may be inevitable that the potential discovery of alleged secretive and illegal UAP programs could lead to similar significant reforms within the U.S. government. Jesse Marcel couldn't have said it any better back in the day.
Pictures, of course. They had a whole flock of microphones there. They wanted me they wanted some comments from me, but I wasn't at liberty to do that. So all I could do is keep my mouth shut. And General Ramey is the one who discussed, told the newspapers, the newsmen, what it was and to forget about it. It was nothing more than a weather observation balloon. Of course, which we both knew differently.
Marcel retraced his secret recovery operation across the hot New Mexico desert.
We left Roswell perhaps around 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. As you can see, it was flat. It is very difficult. In fact, with just verbal directions, we never would have found it. We had to follow the rancher out there.
The crash site was so remote.
Oh my! That's In Search Of. Anyway, that's cool seeing him. Jesse Marcel. Records and documents of the intelligence community, oral history interviews, open source analytic analysis, interviews of current and former government officials, classified and unclassified national archives, is all starting from 1947, the year when an alleged unknown craft or two crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. Laws are not written, a DOD source said. Laws are not written in a vacuum. Behind closed doors, lawmakers have met with current and former government insiders who have provided multi-source and verifiable information that has shaped the language we are seeing here today. We know all this. This is a very terrible. Who wrote this article? They keep repeating. The wording is very specific, and many who are aware of the history of this subject will immediately understand why January 1st, 1947 is the date to which the Comptroller General must use as day one of their compiled intelligence review and report that is due to Congress. Did you hear the interview with Tim Burchett last night with Third Phase of Moon? He said we probably won't have another UFO congressional hearing. I listened to it again. I'm pretty sure he said that. Because Blake asked him, when is the next congressional hearing? Do you know when? And he says, probably never, or something like that. Probably never, or we won't have one. The journalist and filmmaker Jeremy Snorbell, the only civilian publicly referenced in May 2022's congressional hearings, because of his fake video, his non-UFO. He spoke with Liberation Times and summarized the current situation, commenting, "What we are seeing now regarding UFO transparency is a result of public pressure and resilience. It is a shift in the tides of internal secrecy. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to crack the egg on the UFO mystery." And by the way, I do that in my movies. By the way, you can see all my movies. Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly has been hidden from the public regarding UFO technologies obtained by our militaries? We aim to find out. This is the central question Senate and House are looking to answer on our behalf and with our help. Hiya. I'm Jeremy Corbell. Jeremy Lockheed Martin Corbell. I like what's happening. A lot of doors are opening up. A lot of people are talking. We're never going to have another congressional hearing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull that up right now, this Tim Burchett thing. Oh, before I go there. No, let's go there. Let's go there. I'm going to go there. To Tim Burchett on Third Phase. I want to find that last part. Here we go.
So that's kind of.
So, as a congressman, what kind of power do you have as far as a lawmaker? Because there's an authority that recovered some film in 1957 in Edwards Air Force Base. Our astronaut Gordon Cooper said,
Ben Yorkshire Goophonian UK with the $1, £1, £1 super dono. £1, £1, $1 super dono. He wears short shorts, don't call him snap ahead. You sure look like a friend to me. Ben Yorkshire Goophonian UK with the £1, £1, $1 super dono. Super dono. That was pretty funny. All right, thank you very much. That is a super dono. It's just pure love, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. A continuing supporter of Goof On. We'll be back to that video. Hold on one second. And question everything with the £5, £5, $5 super dono. Thank you, Rich. You're very much appreciated. First time catching your show live, but just wanted to give you my support here from the UK. Thank you. Thank you. And whatever you hear about me, it's not true. Everything you see here today, that's it. I don't do anything different. No, very controversial. But thank you. Question everything. That is a very generous support. I appreciate that. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm trying to come up with a one-liner, but thank you very much. And because it's your first time super chatting, we thank you, Question Everything, for the £5, £5, $5 super chat. Hey, Gush. Mucho gusto, Janet also. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Why do we still have that in there? That's weird. Thank you, Question Everything. You are now going to be a continuing supporter of Goof On. Well, because from there on, it's just the way it is. But I'm glad that we're able to talk openly about this today. And by the way, we're still going 7 days a week. And the day show, I don't know, I'm going to cut it down to just one day. But we'll be back Monday with, it's still the Wise Guy Show, but I'm changing the name. Don't like it. Going to keep the artwork the same. I know, I just jumped in the middle of the topic we were talking about because that's what we do here sometimes. Anyway, all the links are in the description if you want to help support Goof On and the other show. I'm going to continue with this interview with Tim Burchett and Blake Cousins of Third Phase of Moon. What a great interview this was. I just jumped to a portion of the video where I want to hear him say there are not going to be any other congressional hearings on UFOs. I thought that was an extremely important sentence.
Said that a flying saucer landed down there. Is all captured on film, glossies.
They're talking about the 1956 video with the laser beams shooting the rocket down and Men in Black. And
taken somewhere. Who's the authority of in possession of this film? Obviously, it's there. What kind of power can you do to request this information that's been stored away?
I can request it, but if they don't know about it, as those men who were over the committee, I don't think they know jack squat about UFOs or UAPs. But there was some in the National Defense Authorization Bill that actually passed tonight out of the House. They approved, and I'm going to read this if that's all right.
I didn't say silly. I said stupid. I can't help but look at the chat room when I can get a chance. And that too, can you believe that? People are just waiting for me to say something. It's weird. I have been a good boy lately. I know, I called someone a silly man yesterday, and somebody else, Rich, UFO Tech, thought I was talking about him, which I could see why he made that mistake. But when I told him I wasn't talking to him, he should have said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But then he says, well, that's what you get for shooting your mouth off. Because I called Lee a silly man, he thought I said he's a stupid person. How do you get that? People are just waiting for me to say something. Now they're just making shit up because I'm not saying anything that's, overly aggressive, offensive. You know what I mean. Anyway, I had to stop because that was funny, Sam. You see, that's the kind of humor I enjoy right there. You get it. And I've been saying snap ahead for 35 years. Since 1992, I've been saying it on the show on a regular basis. Snap ahead, sizzle chest, jerky. It's jerky boys terms, man. Why would I want to call people who support the show names? Why would I do that? It makes no sense. Give me some credit. Oh my God. Anyway, back to ufology, because I know you guys want to drag drama out of me, and it's just not happening. Much.
The House just approved an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act to establish a secure system for reporting UAPs. The system will receive reports of any event relating to UAPs and related government activity. It calls for immediate sharing of UAP information that was...
I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. It's a badge of honor to go up against Goof On. It's a badge of honor to challenge the guy who challenges everybody. But I'm not challenging my friends. You idiots. God. Oh, you just called your friends idiots. Ah! My goodness. 5 years could go by and I could turn this into the nice guy show, and people will still say, you're such an asshole. Even your being nice is just fake something. Look, I know I'm a dick, But I think I'm a nice dick. Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm a truthfully nice dick. I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody. Really. Because I don't know these people personally. But I know them and what they do to ufology. And they deserve what they get. Lying, cheating, stealing, plagiarizing. They get what they deserve. They don't get my respect. That's what I don't understand about why people get so mad at me. I mean, don't you see it? I was one of the first people to ever call Lou Elizondo out, and everybody's like, you're such an ass, you're wrong. I'm like, the guy's a bully, and he proved he was. The guy's a liar. He's not doing what he says he is. It's got to be China. It's got to be somebody, Russia. I don't know, but they know these Tic Tacs. And besides, we've never seen a Tic Tac. And now people 3 to 4 years later are saying, where's the evidence of these Tic Tacs? Yeah, because I was saying that all along. Now people are starting to say, oh, we got to start asking these questions all of a sudden. They think because Gallagher-Gallego passed that a whistleblower is going to come forward and say, I've got video on my iPhone. I have the Tic Tacs. That guy will never see the light of day. Well, those videos will never see the light of day. Forgive me. I didn't want to imply anything, you know. But there's got to be some guy, some sailor somewhere out of the 2 years that Ryan Graves said that he and other pilots were seeing UFOs nearly every day. Somebody has footage. Easy_E_021 with a $5 super chat that says, listen here, tough guy. This is Frank Rizzo. Frank Rizzo! Open your fucking ears, jackass. See? Where's Saul Rosenberg? I'm right here, goddammit. Hey, Saul, how you doing there, sizzle chest? Stop calling me that. I was running over here as fast as I can and my shoes fell off. Both of them? I said shoes, dummy. Hey, don't call me dummy. Well, you'd have to be stupid if I said shoes. I didn't say my shoe fell off. All right, calm down, Saul. God, what is it with these people? Everybody a snowflake or something? I don't know. Hey, what's with this guy? Huh? Huh, Easy? You see what you started there? Huh, Rubberneck? All right, let's get back to work. Thank you. Thank you for the memories. Memories! A continuing supporter of GoofOn. Hold on to that thought. I'm gonna violate copyright laws for a second. Hold on a second. Because why not? Why not? Here we go. Hold on a second. I know, I don't care. It's going to be a copyright claim. I got it. I don't monetize my videos anyway anymore. We'll get back to Tim Burchett and ufology when I'm done making a point. Every now and then. Why isn't it playing? Oh, Jesus. I had the mute button on? I never put the mute on.
Yeah, where's Paul?
Who's calling?
I'm calling about the job, salesperson.
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, Paul.
Speaking.
What do you need me to sell, babe?
Excuse me?
What do you need me to sell? I'm calling about the salesperson job.
What do I need you to sell?
Yeah, sell cars? What's the story here?
You sell cars?
You got it.
Where do you sell them?
I sell them up in Middletown, upstate New York.
But I had to get the hell out of
I had
that
a little
area.
problem over there, though. That's something I don't want to talk about.
Middletown?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Paul. Paul Rizzo.
Paul what?
Paul Rizzo.
Rizzo?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live upstate.
That's a long haul.
Okay. That's a long haul from,
Yeah, well, you know,
For some people,
maybe.
Okay.
Let's talk about selling cars, Paul.
Chief.
Okay.
What do you? I could sell whatever you need sold. I'll sell it. You got bring in a tank. I'll sell
Sell
the
the
fucking thing.
Yeah, how far away do you live, though?
About 60 miles.
60 miles?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm there early every day.
I use my own
I'm
car.
worried about mileage on
I
a
drive
car.
it silly.
Don't worry. I use my own car, Paul.
Okay.
I drive it silly. Silly.
And why do you want to drive 60 miles?
That's
to
my
go to work?
business.
Hey, that's my business. You want to sell cars through me or what? See, I had problems up there in Middletown. I got to get the hell out of that area. I grabbed some guy. He's, he don't know if he wants to buy. I push his face right in the fucking hood. Tell you buy this fucking car, I'll break your fucking head. I had problems over there, Paul.
You have problems
sounds
anyway.
like if you did that, you'd have problems anywhere.
It's hard times. These fuckers, they gotta buy. I need dough like anyone. So what do you think? We got something going here or what?
I don't know. I don't run that kind of operation.
You see, here we're off to a bad start. You know?
But I don't run that kind of operation.
We'll see, I could tone it down a bit, maybe choke a few people here and that's about it. Hey, it works.
That's really Frank Rizzo, but for some reason he used Paul Rizzo, and I don't know. That's the only time he's ever done that. So there you go. That's where I get my comedy from. Those people, you hear? Red Panda for $5 says, Richie, I caught this little guy zipping by my house. The rear facing light was interesting. All right. I can't click on that just yet. Let me see if I can. I know we got some super chats. Yeah, I can't click on that. Let me, okay, I got it. Hold on. You didn't put a space after interesting, but I'm going to check it out. Hold on. Let me see if I can play this. Funny white light zipping by my house. Oh, I see. I thought you were doing Jerky Boys. I didn't realize you had a dot on video. You want me to show this dot? What are we talking about here? This dot is not making... All right, I'll show it just because you're a nice guy. And you're my other half of the head. Thank you. I got it ready. And we'll play it here. A continuing supporter of Goof on You Are. Joe K! What's up? I thought you were calling Paulie a silly man for that's what she said joke. And we all were. I was confused when Rich said you called him stupid. Now, it was, you see, I thought Lee was trying to enlarge the video to full screen. But it was Rich doing it. But if you look at the video, Rich is just sitting there relaxed. And it doesn't look like he's working a mouse or anything. But Lee was like this, and he's looking down. That's why I thought he was doing it. So the whole time I was talking to Lee, and the mistakes were being made by Rich. So when he hit the wrong button and put it in theater mode instead of full screen mode, I said, you silly man. You're a silly man. And he got, you called me stupid? What? You called me stupid? I said, I did? No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. You called me stupid. I said, no, I didn't. And then I was like, if I'm going to call you stupid and I have a problem, I'll look you in the eye and say you're stupid. But he didn't even apologize after I told him. That's what made me mad. Thank you, Joe. $7 super chat. It's a good one. It's a good one. You're a good person. And a continuing supporter of Goof On. The UFO man, I just figured I'd get it. Coral Ann. With the Super Dono. That's a... What was the song I made before? A super quid. A super quid, super pound, super... No, it's a... Dono, I don't know. Thank you for the $1 Super Dono. It's a dono quid, a dono dollar, and a dono... What was the song? I'll have to go back and listen. But thank you, the UFO man, a continuing supporter of Goof On. And for everybody here and the super chatters, let's just give you one of these. Yeah! Oh, truthology for ufology. All right, let's play this video from Red Panda. I just watched it. I'm not going to say what I think it is. but I think you know what I think. You know what I'm going to say. Here we go. Ready? It's not bad. I give you credit. Oh, by the way, is it okay if I play it? Oh, well, you know what we're going to have to do? Because, hold on a second. It's okay if I play it? It's okay if I play it? I don't know. Okay. Hey, Dr. Z, just go, dude. I'll do you the favor for today. There, now you can go. I just put the block on Dr. Z for today. I'll unblock him, but the guy just won't stop. I mean, who cares? Who cares? Exactly, Emmy. Who cares what I think? If you're going to worry see, the thing is, many people said that Dr. Z. Smith was Felicia over the last couple of years. And I couldn't find any evidence of that, ever. And as a matter of fact, Dr. Z, you told me yourself, people keep saying that I'm Felicia, and I'm here to tell you I'm not, Rich. And I just feel the timing of what happened the last month, when I changed the time of the show from 9 to 7, Felicia never showed up again. But you showed up the next day, and you were missing for the better part of 6 months, 5-6 months. It's just interesting how she leaves and you showed up. That's why I said it tongue in cheek. Do I really know if you're Felicia? No. But I thought it was a funny little connection, and I thought it was interesting. So I said it. Get over it. Who cares? It's not damaging your life. My God, you're making it out to be something bigger than what it is. Nobody cares what I think about that. Only you. Well, and about a dozen other people who kept trying to tell me, and I'm like, look, until I have evidence that this guy is Felicia, because then when Felicia first came around, same with Renee Cruz. Renee Cruz is a male. I heard Felicia was a male. That was before Dr. Smith. And then I started hearing rumors that Dr. Z. Smith was Felicia. That's where it all came from. Not from me, from others. But I'm done talking about it. It's not something I really even talk about ever. It's just, when once in a while I'll see him and I'll say, hey, you're not Felicia? Okay, whatever you say. Tongue in cheek. But everybody takes things seriously. Always want to, argue with the goof on. But it's time to shut that shit down today. So I had to put him on hold. He'll be back. But if he starts acting up again, what can I do? I'm protecting the conversation in chat. There's no reason for him to attack me, and even though I said let's not block him. I mean, we're into this an hour, and he's still going. So I gave him a chance to shut off, and he didn't. Lantonio with the $10. Well, I don't know much, but I know I love you. You knew the song, man. Thank you, Lantonio. How you been? Good to see you, too. Thanks for the $10 support. And you're always a continuing supporter of Goof On. Forever. Thank you. Mucho gusto generoso. I know. Here's the video. The thing is, I just didn't expect it from Dr. Z. It's just weird. It's just aggressive behavior by Felicia. Bye, Felicia. I am looking for... Is it okay if I play this video? Yes, sir. Please do, Red Panda said. Okay. All right. I got to make it official, You know how it is. Thank you. Red Panda's interesting video, but I just have an opinion, so don't get mad when I give it. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a drone. Oh, it's not up yet. Okay, here we go. Don't get mad at me for that. Here we go. It's starting.
But he has a garage in Camden. His friend does.
I am going to bet that this is near or around sunset. I can tell by the lighting in the sky. And the light on the house tells me it's probably 7 o'clock-ish. 7:30. Well, that was it. I'll play it again. And I'm going to say with
But he has a garage
95% certainty that this is an airplane.
His friend does.
I even see a flashing light. I saw the flashing light. I sure as hell did. And, well, it just looks like an airplane. But without zooming in and without knowing, it could be a UAP, UFO, TIC, TAC. But I don't know for sure, and that's where the 5% always comes in handy. I don't know, Red Panda. That's a tough one. But you got good eyes. You got good eyes, man. It's fun to see people trying. But put that on the burner. See if anybody else captured anything in your area. See if there's other sightings of something similar around sunset that night. Yep. Moody, you saw nothing? Really? Here, I'll play it again. Oh, shit. Oh, I still have it saved. Okay, let me pull it up. And I'm going to get back to Burchett. I want to hear that comment. Here, hold on. Hold on, Moody. I'm going to restart the video for you and for everybody else who missed it. So you're going to see, oh wow, it is tough to see. Let me do that. That's about as, it's going to start up. It's going to be right there. There it is.
There's a garage in Camden.
Right here, right there.
His friend does.
So I'm going to say that's most likely an airplane near sunset. About 35, 45 minutes before. Probably around 7:30 that was taken. Am I right? That's what I figured. Just wanted to run it past the pro. Thank you. Rich, I always raise an eyebrow because I'm close to the joint base. Yeah. Sure. I understand. Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking to see what time you shot that. I'm just curious. Because I said it's probably around 7:30. Red Panda, I know there's a 20-second delay. So I'll wait for your reply. Yeah, I really enjoy you guys hanging out tonight. Dorothy, did I see Dorothy here? Yeah, Dorothy's here. I thought I saw you earlier. I forgot to say hi. Hi. I don't know if I did. I forget. I think when behavior issues arise, somebody's dealing with cognitive dissonance, regardless of med status. Rich challenges pre-existing belief systems on the regular. Thank you for that. How you doing? Hey, Shell. Oh, no. You know what they say. Better beep than never. Nathan's here. Good. MEM. So I don't know. I guess Red Panda didn't hear my request. But let me know if I was right about the time when you shot that video. All right, let's go back to Burchett. Because I wanted to see if he says there's not going to be 8:54. Oh, wow. Damn. I was way off. I knew it was late, but I didn't know it was that late. Jesus. Yeah, that's about right. That's how dark it is here at 8:45. Yeah, in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I was off, but nonetheless. Good stuff. All right. Tim Burchett said he doesn't think there'll be another congressional hearing on UFOs. I don't know if he was saying it tongue-in-cheek. I didn't read it that way, so let's see.
Previously blocked by non-disclosure agreements. and it mandates an initial report be sent to congressional committees outlining the system and requires annual reports to Congress. Of course, if they go to the secret committees and you don't have the people asking the right questions, this is just paper, which is what a lot of what Washington is. And I warn people that, and I'm guilty of this too, we want our pizzas in 30 minutes or less, and that's about our dadgum attention span. We got to keep the pressure on, Blake, because if people like you are not talking about this and saying, where are we at on this? Where are we not asking questions, and why, and who's to blame for it? Then we're not going to hear anything. I'm not going to quit fighting for transparency. I think that's the thing, and we ought to push the media with it. Frankly,
well, the media is failing in all ends of the aspects of this phenomenon. Again, they're only dealing, they're the media, and they're only dealing with the military videos, which, again, I said earlier, don't amount to much. And they're refusing to take any footage from the public. And if they do any footage from the public, they're just sharing CGI videos, phone applications.
Yeah.
They know they're fake videos, and they're refusing to.
Yeah.
And they're not liable anymore. The media is not liable anymore. They can tell us whatever they want.
Disinformation is a big business in this town, and discrediting people like myself is what they do, Blake. I have no doubt that there's a file on me somewhere that they.
Wow, I can't believe that. He actually just said that. A congressman saying that's what they do, the media. It's all misinformation, disinformation. Wow, that's how it is nowadays.
Say, let's keep an eye on this guy. Let's make sure. But, when I get a phone call, I have to be very careful that I'm not been given false information, so I come out and it discredits me. And I have to be real careful of that, because I've met with people. I've had people call me that want me to see something. I was like, man, I don't want to end up in somebody's freezer, and be on Craigslist.
Congressman in the freezer.
Selling my body parts. But, because you got to be real careful about this stuff. And I think, again, we're just going to have some luck, and somebody's going to have to come forward. But right now, it's the hottest it's been. If we could get a president in there, I honestly thought Trump was the guy. I thought he was going to push the buttons.
Wouldn't he have been the guy to arrive in the Tic Tac at the White House and go, look, we cracked the code. We reverse engineered this stuff from Roswell.
All he knows is what he's been told. He has people around him. There's enough people in this town now that I know that can maybe push those buttons with a president, that we can get something, I think, done. I'm not sure if this president, because I hate to say it, but I question his cognitive ability right now. I'm not. Yeah. But I think with the next president we get will be something that there'll be some closed door meetings, and we need to chase it down. All we can do, all we got.
How about chasing it down, and me and you go and start knocking on Area 51's gate and say, hey, look, let us in. I'm a congressman, and here's the camera guy, Blake, right behind you, and we'd be filming all this. Yeah. How do we make this happen? Have you been to Area 51? Can you get to Area 51? Is it possible?
I suspect I can. I was
really?
I had a conversation about it tonight. I have a security clearance. I mean, I've got the security
That's the question
clearance.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So you got above top secret?
Well, when you're in Congress, you're given a top secret clearance, I believe is what it's called. And
what? I forgot about this part. Really? And no other congressperson has ever thought about using that to go there? Well, he's explaining how he gets these credentials just by being who he is, in Congress.
So, but you got to know the right questions to ask and who to ask them. And I suspect Area 51 is.
I know the location.
Oh, I do too. I can find it pretty easy. I can find it on a map. But what I'm afraid is that it's been pretty much scrubbed. There's other areas. I think we've got to have some people in there and we got to have a president with the guts to say, in fact, when they say no, we're not, you don't have access, and you say, the hell I don't. And what you got to do is threaten funding too. You got to have somebody that says,
there it is.
And we got to be in. I've been in Congress for 3 years, so I was like, I tell everybody I'm the 35th most powerful member of Congress, and there's only 435 of us. There's 400, about 430. The Lord and the FBI
He's at
keep
the
taking
bottom.
members out, so I don't. My numbers. Have
Wow,
gone.
in 3 years, he's made a lot of noise in the UFO community in a positive way. Well, the way we like it. I don't think the other side likes it. And I'm talking about the media side and UFO Twitter. I know that they've been hard on him because he is one that screams for evidence. And it's just, he says the right thing, in my opinion.
On up, but we've got to get some other people, and we're asking. I think I've got the right people if we can get the right person in the White House.
There you go. And was that another 2.5 years or so?
When does he ask?
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Time ahead of us.
That gives them a lot of time to cover stuff up, but it also gives us enough time to be able to ask the right questions.
Well, if you need any help, we have a lot of connections. I think we could point you in the right directions on a lot of things.
I can help.
I know
out.
there's a lot of these projects that have.
I'll help Tim.
They got names that we don't even know their names, so you don't even know what projects.
Just let me
asked
talk
for.
to Tim. I'll tell
certain
him.
locations where some of the evidence could be.
There's bodies and organizations within government I never even knew existed that have a pretty extensive payroll, and so we gotta know which ones to ask the questions of, and that's the key, because we can, like I said, those 2 guys that testified, I think they're patriotic Americans. I don't think they lied. I just don't think they know, and I think what we'll end up doing is putting some world-renowned astrophysicist in charge of this that has no idea, can't spell UFO.
Thank you. Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. And you know who he's talking about, Travis Taylor. Travis Taylor's, I think he's been touted as the next Lou Elizondo, or being the face of ufology, I think. I understand the move. If that's going to happen, I get it. But my God, there's a lot of issues I have with the way he thinks and how easily he seems to be swayed into believing in nonsense. Travis Taylor, I'm talking about. It just, I don't know the guy, right? So how can I make that assumption? Well, I can only go by what I see him say, hear him say, I should say. I saw him talk to George Knapp. And in that interview that he did on Mystery Wire with George Knapp, there was a lot of not controversy, but contradictory statements. He is definitely a good candidate to be that next Lou Elizondo, but Tim Burchett's right. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's in the sky. There, I said it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't care how long Travis Taylor has been in this field. He has never, ever, ever done it by himself, go out for years on end, and try to connect telepathically, meditating, get stoned. Maybe he has. He's never talked about it. All I know is I see a guy who's agreeing with things that aren't agreeable and saying things that are shouldn't be saying what he's saying. I don't have details, but there's a reason I feel this way towards him. You're just jealous. I don't think I can be jealous of anybody. I like my life. Why would I be jealous of anybody? I love when people say that.
Or UAP.
Come on, Blake, ask them.
That's where we'll end up. And they'll say, we got the top guy in the world, and all the media and all the education community, the intelligentsia, so to speak, will, this guy's wonderful or gal's wonderful. This is who we got. They know more about astrophysics, and they'll come out and say, we don't know what it is. And then that'll be it. And they'll go, wow, the government's saying we don't know what it is. Well, they've already been saying that. But, it's just, they're just going to repackage it. And I think
This is great. You see, he gets it. He gets it. He must watch a lot of UFO videos, podcasts, and documentaries to know exactly how to say something like that and sound like you know what you're talking about. I think he gets it. He's not just a fly-by-night Congress UFO guy. This guy's in it. It sounds like he's in it. Not because I agree with them, but he says things that make sense that other congressmen aren't saying.
We've got to...
Sorry, Congress people.
We've got to get serious, and we've got to push the button, push the envelope.
It's up to you.
You know, we've spoken with Avi Loeb and a few of the insiders over there working closely with the Galileo project. They're confident they're going to capture the UAP UFO within 2 years on their lens. They're still developing the software and the telescope technology in order to do it. But again, as I asked earlier, NASA or Galileo project, if they were to capture something in our solar system, like a craft approaching Earth, would they be able to get that out to the public right away, or would national security kick in?
It depends on who's funding them and what kind of contract they have. Again, I think it's going to have to be somebody who's going to have to leak it. Somebody's going to have to
see you, Joe.
Leak it and just put it out.
And risk prosecution.
Yeah, but part of this, what I push for is reciprocity. I mean, not reciprocity. Excuse me. I'm on 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I know you've been working hard, but
I don't think Tim Burchett knows a lot about the people in the topic. No, he doesn't. But I think he knows enough about the players in the field. Whether it be he force-fed himself into this subject to understand more than the other people in the Congress and in everywhere else in government, or I don't know, man. Or he's scripted to do this. Who the hell knows? I don't think so.
But
but he doesn't know the people. Yeah, he doesn't know. He gets the gist of what's going on, though. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Great work. Thank you.
I don't know if you call it work or not, but
Josh and Artemis.
Anyway, but no, we're going to have people. These pilots are going to have to be given some sort of immunity that they will not be prosecuted or anybody else.
Here's the deal: they're gonna get immunity. But we're not going to hear the story. So it's like they never spoke. So let them speak. It won't be given to the public. They already said that the Gallagher Amendment, whatever that friggin' thing is, that gives them the ability to speak without losing their jobs and all that. There's also something that says it excludes top secret shit. And stuff that affects the national security of America. So, back to square one. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. That's how Joe would say it.
It's really. And, you know, during the meeting, they said these craft went underwater. And then they said...
transmedium craft.
Right. And they said, well, we need to, and we'll talk about that in the closed meeting, in the confidential meeting. Yeah. And everybody's like, there it is. There's the cover. Well, not really. You know, anything on a sub, I mean, the washers on the bolts are probably classified just because of the nature of that. And our sonar, underwater detection, underwater radar sonar, is probably something that's pretty high tech and it's pretty secret. And that's probably more or less what that was, what they were talking about there. What fascinated me was if those craft, I've seen the videos and I'm not sure whether they went underwater or not. The pilots seem to think they did, but they did not lose any
speed.
They didn't lose any velocity, you know, and there was no heat trail. And it just, you know, what is the propulsion from these things? It's got to be like, I don't think I can think of electromagnet, but I just don't know.
Electrogravitics and supercavitation. We've got all the words.
Electromagnet.
You might want to call it meta propulsion because the meta is, we got to find out what the
meta magic
is. And we kind of dubbed that with a physicist friend of ours named Alex Gershwitz, who sits on
meta magic
Galileo and
magic meta.
So maybe the meta propulsion could be brought in, and we got to find out what that is. But man, do you think we're going to find out soon within our lifetimes? Are we going to get to, find out the big questions here? Are we going to be able to maybe see the bodies? Where are the bodies from Roswell? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I think there was some misinformation that probably the government put out to send us
purposely.
I think so. I think that we've touched a nerve, and but it's not like it used to be. And they used to have been told the only way you keep a secret in this town is if two people know it, one of them gets killed. And so, we got to get to them before that happens.
Toady, UK, with a £4.50, 50 quid, 50 cent. Travis is a clown. He claimed magnetic anomaly inversion on ranch, yet as physicists didn't question fact, he stood beside iron fence. He didn't question a fact, he stood beside an iron fence. He claimed magnetic anomaly. I remember that. Yet as a physicist didn't question the fact, he stood beside iron fence. God dang it, I can't remember what that was, but I remember something about that. But, when you get on TV, they edit things, and you can see that they edit a lot of stuff on this show, Skinwalker. There's so many scenes where somebody's sitting with their arms crossed, and the next scene, they have an arm behind their back, and they're supposed to be in the same conversation. How does that happen? There's a lot of cutting and pasting going on with that show, and I don't like it. But Travis is dangerous. He's dangerous only because he looks the part just like Lou looked the part. Now, Travis looks the part, and he's a little worse than Lou because he's more appealing. And the general public will suck it up. They will love him. But as far as you and I, we don't know him to love him, but he's not on... He's on the side of money. He's on the side of the people who pay him. That's what it is. Hey, and maybe they don't tell him what to say, but maybe they suggest it. Hey, maybe you want to say it like this. Yeah, but I didn't see it do that, John. I can't say that object turned, but if you see here, it turned just a little bit. I'll see what I can say. If you look up here, you can see that this object turned on a dime. Thanks, Toady UK.
That's right. And the time's ticking, as you said. And, we got a few more years.
Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you.
He takes some initiative in regards to asking the big questions. As a congressman and maybe your fellowship of congressmen, your friends, is there more power in unification through friends?
Come on, ask.
Yeah, there is.
Other congressmen on this topic?
But we're very jealous by nature. And if somebody's getting more than somebody else, that's what I almost think if it's just some independent person pulls it out and then and the American public just demands, hey, we got to know. And the president demands, hey, I want to know what the hell's going on. Somebody's going to lose their job. And I mean it right now. And they can wring their hands and say, this is national security, which I'm pretty sure is what they've done to shut presidents up in the past, or just either lied or, the skunk works kind of thing, and just kept them from knowing, because there's no other reason for it not to be out.
Are we going to have more UFO Congress hearings coming up in the future here?
I doubt it. Because there's no other reason for it not to be out.
Are we going to have more UFO Congress hearings coming up in the future here?
I doubt it.
I'm really surprised at that. But I'm going to continue on and see if it was tongue-in-cheek.
That last one was about as bad as you get as a PowerPoint presentation.
It's pitiful, man. It's pitiful. You know, that's how I actually got some information. I was.
Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Can you imagine if they don't have any more UFO congressional hearings after what they just did? All right, so let's, I think there will be 2 more congressional hearings total, and then it'll stop. But what if Tim Burchett's right, and there's not another UFO Congress hearing? Would you start believing me? I don't know. I don't know, man. Because that first congressional hearing 50 some odd years after the last one was awful. Yes, it was history in the making. Got it. But it wasn't historic. They didn't tell us anything we didn't already know. And that was the intent. Because if they do have another congressional hearing, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the same thing. It's going to be exactly the same. A whole bunch of nothing. So, man, I can't believe Burchett. He just said it confidently, and it didn't seem like he was tongue-in-cheeking, but I'm going to roll the rest of this here.
I got somebody saw me on there that knew me, said, hey, I've got this information I want to share with you, and I'm trying to get it analyzed. So we'll see what we got. I've talked to people that have handled material. Sorry, they're closing up. I'm sorry, that'll beep a couple more times.
That's all right.
But no, I've talked to people that have handled material.
Look how tired Burchett looks. He said he's on 1 hour sleep.
Different. That
he looks exhausted.
They could break it down pretty much into what it was, but how it was layered and how it was attached without blending.
He's tired. He's done.
Was still a mystery.
He was done 10 minutes ago.
Is this crash retrieval? They
thought it was, but there again, you have to be real careful with that stuff because of, you'll spend $1 million chasing something and analyzing it, and it's something that's been created in a lab, and they just trying to chase us down the wrong path.
We got private friends in the industry that'd be more than happy to look at that stuff, and we don't have to waste taxpayers' money on it either.
Well,
we can all talk about all this stuff.
Yeah, this wasn't taxpayer money, but it was, the deal was that it was, it wasn't. It just didn't make any sense, really, the way it was done, and the technology was not there to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Aren't we due? Josh and Artemis Show have a question for an unclassified report in October. Is that still a thing? Yeah. But I don't think that's anything, to be honest. Yeah, who wants an unclassified report? I'll take anything. But no, when it comes down to it, we want those congressional hearings. We want it historic. We want the information. Unclassified report in October. I guess so, but God, who knows? I don't know. I'll be honest. I really don't know. I didn't hear anything to the, that they're not. And I didn't hear anything that it's still on, but I guess it would be if we didn't hear that it's not. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. Alien Girl, what's up? How you been? What's up, Zach Diecast Monsu? Samo! Did I already say hi? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Hello. What's that? 31st, October 31st. I believe that's Tuesday. Let's see. Isn't it? I believe it's a Tuesday. No? I don't know. Let me see. Of course, I clicked the wrong way. Where... I give up. Yeah, my calendar doesn't give me the ability to go the other way. Here it is, October. Oh, it's a Sunday. No, that was last year, you hyena. October. It is a Monday. It's a Monday. Monday, October 31st. Anyway, interesting interview. Of course, the link will be in the show description to that whole interview. But that's interesting. They did bring up, Blake brought up the point that the media is still using the same 3 pieces or 4 pieces of footage that we've seen for years. And they're still using this footage. Yeah, always, right? This is what they give us every single time when the news starts. Gimbal, Go Fast, TikTok. But that's their go-to. That's the government saying this is legit. John Greenwald. What is this? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Bigelow, who is financing afterlife and UFO research and believes aliens walk amongst us, donated an astronomical sum to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' political committee. $10 million. What? Why? Cosmic landlord cuts otherworldly check to DeSantis. This is by Mark Caputo, July 14th. And this is from NBC. NBC News. $10 million going to him. The July 7th contribution from Bigelow, once dubbed the Cosmic Landlord by Forbes, is the biggest single donation DeSantis had received in his re-election campaign amid speculation he's entering a 2024 presidential bid. The check Bigelow cut to the Friends of Ron DeSantis committee and published on its website Thursday evening is so big that it exceeds the total combined contributions received this year as of July 1st, by both Democrats and by both of the Democrats seeking to challenge DeSantis in the fall, it said. I misread that. In all, DeSantis' committee and campaign have raised a historic sum from big donors and small dollar givers alike. He now has $130.4 million cash on hand, more than former President Donald Trump's political committees reported having at the beginning of the year. Trump plans to release new fundraising numbers Friday. Wow. But why? It doesn't say. With at least 42 billionaires backing him, DeSantis recently convened top donors and fellow governors for a confab in Fort Lauderdale, and he has a Monday meeting scheduled with mega donors in Utah. I don't... Wow. Why would Bigelow give $10 million to DeSantis? That blew me away. That's blowing me away reading it again. I really don't know what it means as far as ufology. But it's news. It's something. And I'm in Florida, so it means more. 1 year ago, UAPX detected what is considered an unknown atmospheric anomaly off the coast of California. Multiple sensor modalities may corroborate the event. Analysis is still ongoing. We are closer to a paper, but real science takes a long time. So while on expedition, oh, this is stupid. Why is this put out today? This is old news. And they're talking as if it just happened. Oh, I'm not reading that. No. We already talked about it. It's about the tear in the sky, and it was a new article. I'm not reading all that. So it is confirmed that Lou Elizondo is a contractor for the Space Force. We will look into this further. The congressional language you see was made a reality in large part due to the tireless efforts of one man, the Melanator. So put that in your pockets and think about it. That's it for today, Saturday in the UK. Oh, I wanted to thank two people who PayPal'd. Marie Jose Sproul for $3.40 on PayPal. Thank you. That was a little bit ago, and I'm sorry it took me a minute to remember to do that. But thank you very, very much. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On. And also on PayPal, we've got a $10 one from Moody Mongol. Oh, right. I forgot about the shit. We'll do that tomorrow. 2 new videos that came out because I got to get going. But yeah, thank you. I'll remember that for tomorrow, Moody. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm sorry. We will be back tomorrow to round out the... I don't know. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off. We'll see how it goes. But thank you very much. And of course, we'll be back on Monday for sure with both shows. So thank you very much, moderators and super chatters. Fantastic today. Thank you so much. If you still want to help the show, you can still do that with the links. They're all in the chat. I mean, the description of the show. Yeah, they're in the chat. They're in the chat. I don't know. But thank you, newcomers and veterans. Thank you for subbing the channel and giving it a chance. I hope we see you back here real soon. And I am Rich Giordano for Goof On. We are what? Truthology for ufology. That's right. Have a good weekend. Finish strong. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we won't. But keep your eyes open for later tonight. Giddy up.